Hey, what's up, guys? And today, this is going to be the first episode of the Droll and Lock Bros podcast, the podcast that I mentioned before. So, this is going to be a podcast centered around competitive Yu Gi Oh! And yeah, so today we're going to be talking about the format post Justice Hunters, YCS Vancouver, which is the YCS in like a week and a half or 2 weeks, I think. The new like potential time rules, and then like Worlds format. So, Jalix, I guess I should introduce my co-host Jalix. He's another Yu-Gi-Oh player, and I'm going to be doing this podcast with him. So Jalix, how have you been enjoying the format post Justice Hunters?
It's pretty good. I've been spamming a decent amount of DB. I've been playing mostly Yummy and a bit of Draco Tail. Yeah, I think the format's pretty good. I think it's shaping to be a bit of a triangle, but yeah, I like it a lot.
Really, what do you feeling? What makes you want to play Yummy? What are you vibing with the Yummy deck?
Well, I just have the deck like
Oh, IRL.
in person. That's like really nice, yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
And I don't know. I think it's just really fun. Like it's not like affected by the chummies, and I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just fun, mostly.
it's fair. I have IRL or Draco Tail. I just got a lot of the cards today. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I bought the deck IRL was because it's cheap. It's super cheap. It's like the cheapest deck I think. It's like $60 or something like
Yeah,
that. But I think Draco Tail is pretty decent though. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think the Vanquish matchup is
no, it's
not
definitely good. Yeah.
the Vanquish matchup. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, it's pretty rough. Yummy matchup is pretty good. I will say. Although I'm not gonna lie, when people were first like, "Oh, Draco Tail has an unlosable matchup versus Yummy," I don't think it's unlosable. Arguably, I think Draco Tail has an easier time going second than going first against the deck. Cause like the disruption, like the trap cards for Draco Tail are pretty good, but they're easily like dealt with. Like for example, I've played the matchup a bunch, and sometimes like yeah, Flame the spell negate is pretty good, but sometimes they just have like Droplet, which like dodges that, or stuff like that. But I think the matchup is still definitely Dricotale favored. Obviously, like being able to like Rahu and Ketu into like the board is like pretty crazy, assuming they don't have Arclight. But you play like 29 engine to start to stop Arclight, so I think it's chill. So I like that deck for that.
Oh, so
Like you said, it's a
are
triangle
you on Pure
format.
then for 20?
I'm playing pure right now. Yeah, I was trying the other variants because there's like what there's like Dragon Maid, there's K9. You can play like a blind second version. Primite. They all have like issues, which is like a eh. Whereas like pure just feels like solid overall. Like Primite is like so many of these different versions like introduce so many like bad cards to draw. Also, they don't really get you to like Dracotel engine, at least not in the clean way. So you just feel kind of like lackluster. So I've been playing pure. I like it. We play a ton of non-engine. Like I say 20, it could be like 22 even because like 5 mana is non-engine, so like 19 to 22, something like that. And that just feels pretty solid. Uh, I've been just trying that out. Pretty normal standard list though. Nothing too spicy there. How are you building Yummy? Because I know there's like a full hand trap approach. There's like a mixture of hand trap and board breakers, and there's like the board breaker approach with like the trap hand traps, songs and purge. How's your Yummy list look like?
Yeah, I played the songs version at first. I played songs at first for actually pretty like most of my grind actually. Um, it was okay. I don't know. It's a bit awkward that songs can get ashed. I really dislike non-engine that can get ashed, honestly. But eventually, I think Fua is like way too good. Like you can slide Fua in that version, but I actually want like more chummies, and it's like it becomes like very awkward to slide in lots of chummies when you play songs in your main deck. So I ended up taking it out, playing a hand trap build. So right now I'm on hand traps with the only non-engine that's not hand traps is thrust and talents, for me.
Because like I was playing that version, and my problem was that like against Vanquish Soul, I felt like the scenarios where you were winning games versus good Vanquish Soul players, like if Purge or Song stopped their Vanquish Soul engine, they only had K9 stuff after that. If it didn't, it felt like near impossible. And board breaking Vanquish Soul with board breakers is possible, but it felt like most of the time it was just only happened if like they misplayed. So like I wasn't really feeling it because of that. Also, like if like you said, like you can't really Charmies are weird with the deck. If you play it like that, and then like if you play Q against like Malice, it's gonna be a little rough. But yeah, it's kind of tough with that.
Yeah, I also like with the songs version, it felt very hard to go second without well honestly. Okay, I guess it depends on what other breakers you play, but like I typically found that I was losing most of the games where I didn't get to obedience schooled. Like almost all of them, which was like not great,
What do you
you
mean in
know.
the mirror? Or are you saying going
Uh,
second with the deck?
Mostly into K9 VS, it was like Well, like, dude, you just summon one guy, it like explodes. Then you go like, I don't know, like Surprise Reborn. That one also explodes or gets like booked or sucked by Nash, and then it's like, all right, no moving, you got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, goes crazy. Are you like a fan of like the one field spell, like Triff, or like the two?
Um, I don't know. I actually, okay, I tried the no like a crocky for like a little bit, and then I just like kept like looking for it in my deck. I'd be like, all right, now I get another pop, and then like I just don't have it. And also, Yummy's a deck where like I actually feel like a lot of games are like pretty close, where it's like you literally have like as many interruptions as they have pushes. So it's like
Mhm.
extra interruption is so free. Like why not just take it, right?
I feel you. I've been in a Crocky fan, although I haven't been playing the deck recently. So like it's not out of the realm of possibility. I like test the deck more and be like, oh, actually, maybe I don't need like a Crocky. But I've been a fan of it. I've been a fan. But I've been swapping between decks. So I've been playing a little bit of Yummy, then a little bit of Vanquish Soul, then a little bit of like a Draco Tail. So and a little bit of K9 Cron too. And I'm trying to start playing. I want to play
Yeah,
some rogue decks like Lunalight, which I think Lunalight is actually like. I mean, I'm a little bit biased because Lunalight, because like I own the Lunalight Discord server, but like Lunalight is like pretty. I think it's better than it was last format for sure. Because like I don't want to.
better.
What'd you say?
Like actually like better.
Yeah, because like okay, no, listen, dude. Okay, so like Lunalight. Okay, if you think about the issues last format, like okay, Malice and Razio had a somewhat easy time dealing with a Liger, right? Because they can auto with Engine. Okay. Also, Droll was like in everyone's main deck, right? And Droll was like the best hand trap against Lunalight by far. Like you can like make a Liger do Droll, but like Droll
Hmm.
plus one hurts. And even if you make Liger, decks can out Liger. Also, like people run a lot of Bestials and stuff like that in the main deck. But like look at the new format, Droll is like in pretty much nobody's main deck. It's like only in some side decks. Also, the decks like the new decks, Yummy, Vanquish Soul, K9, and Trickle have a much harder time outing Liger than like the other decks. Like if you just summon Liger versus like Yummy, you'd be like, GG, bro, like scoop it up. Like you actually just win the game. So I think it's honestly like I think the deck is pretty decent. I think going second, you can win going second versus Yummy super easily. Arclight cooks you, I'm not gonna lie, but like, you can play board breaker stuff. Going second versus Vanquish Soul is a bit of a problem because like Heavy Poly is a really good card going second against Yummy. They don't have Arclight. However,
Yeah, it's an
against Vanquish
FDK.
Soul, Heavy Poly is kind of sus. I'm not gonna lie, because you pay so many life points, and like Heavy Borg is a card. If they have like Trap cards, a card as well. So it's kind of rough. Also, Lunalight can't play that much non-engine, and I feel like for decks right now that can't play that much non-engine, it's like rough against Paradise Smasher. So I think that's like an issue right now. But I think post banlist is gonna be like a really good pick. Even right now, it's like not a bad pick. I think. Is it better than like Yummy or Vanquish Soul K9? Maybe not, but I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty decent to be honest. Better than it was last format. Last format, I felt like when you went first, you weren't even like guaranteed to win. But like now, it's like yeah, I'm winning. If I go first, if I don't break, I'm winning the game. Like GG, bro, pack it up. Also, less malice is nice too, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at my list. Like I actually can't clear it. Like it's actually
For
impossible,
your
I
Yummy
think, if
list,
they get to it.
yes
Yeah, I don't think I
sir.
can clear
It
it.
goes crazy. I'm telling you, Lunalight for life. Like your answer is bad. Nah, but I actually think the deck's really nice though, low key or high key. Well, this is low key. I don't see people talking about it. The only decks people are talking about are like Yummy, Dracotel, and Vanquish Soul. Even like Malice isn't seeing that much like hype around it or talking about it. But I still think Malice is pretty decent though. Like not gonna lie, you can play like the
No, Mouse is
K9.
definitely good.
You can play like Azuna and Malice too, which is pretty chill. Mitsurugi. I don't think Mitsurugi's bad. I mean, in theory, Mitsurugi is like. I guess the matchups for Mitsurugi versus the new decks is not insane. But like Joel seeing like a lot less play has to be like decent for the deck. I don't know. So I feel like it's still like
Yeah, I know what
playable.
you mean. No, Mitsu's kind of scary for Yummy, honestly. Like first action ritual, it's like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? Like it's actually kind of scary.
Yeah, it definitely at least forces the Yummy player to play like perfectly with their interaction. I'll say that they can't just like willy nilly like use their interruption on whatever and just like have to win. Like in Jib's Iron Man tournament, I saw like a match of like Yummy versus Mitsurugi, and it was actually pretty enjoyable to watch, all things considered. Well, some of the games anyway. So yeah, I mess with that. What other rogue decks are there? There's like
Yeah,
K9
there's like one team.
Krishnan. Wait, one team on what? Or from Mitsu? Oh yeah,
There's
he's
like
on like
one team who brought Mitsu, right? Yeah.
yeah. I
What
mean,
they brought like Mitsu K9. Yeah, I did watch those games. Yeah.
the Mitsu K9 deck, that was no, actually two Mitsu. There were two teams that brought Mitsu. One brought Mitsu K9, one brought pure Mitsurugi, I think. Which is interesting that none of them played Mitsurugi Raziel, but cause I don't think the Raziel cards are like that bad. I think like, going second into like some of these decks, like Raziel cards are pretty decent, but it's whatever.
No, Shimada brought it. Shimada brought Mitsu Rizel,
Oh,
but
did he? Oh, three people brought Mitsu then. Okay, my bad, my bad.
yeah, he brought it.
Hey,
It
Mitsu, that
actually, it actually was performing pretty well, like surprisingly. But
what Mitsu?
oh my god, like the funniest interaction with Xiaolong and Vaguska, where like he just like would summon Vaguska and like he'd start his turn, like it's pretty good against Vanquish, right? Like it turns off everything.
Baguska, yeah, that
He'd
card's
turn it to
crazy.
attack at the start of his turn. Yeah, he would turn it to attack at the start of his turn, and then like the guy would go like Xiaolong, and then like all right, Baguski gets turned to defense, and then like he just has to pass his turn, and it's like that just happened like 2 turns in a row, and I was like oh my god, like this is just disturbing, you know?
That's like the good thing for
Yeah.
Vanquish though, that like Baguska, that Raziel isn't that great right now because like Baguska actually like I don't want to say FTK's Vanquish Soul, but it's like it's crazy against the deck. I'm not gonna lie. Baguska's one of
It's
those
pretty
cards
broken. Yeah.
that, and
No, I've been.
maybe I'm like tripping. It like reads crazy, but like never ends up being like insane. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, like every deck that plays it is like it also gets turned off by Baguska. Like so, like you have to turn it to attack, and then like every deck now can just play on its opponent's turn. So I think it's like a bit sus because of that probably, but yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the K9 Krishna deck? Or have you looked into it at all or no?
Yeah, I played against it for testing, and it seems pretty. I don't know. It's like honestly the Christian, like honestly the canine cards are like not that impressive in my opinion in that deck. But well they are impressive, but it's impressive because like they can summon the fives, which is like so good. Just like Solfador mostly.
I
But
mean, yeah, Yoko summons Soulful
uh,
is like crazy. Goes hard.
dude, honestly, like the Synchro Ecclesias or whatever it's called,
Escalade.
that one is actually
Something.
like a Malice Link 3.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
that one is actually a Malice Link 3. If it hits the field, you're probably losing. Like
Yeah,
genuinely,
yeah,
that
bro.
card is so crazy.
White binder in disguise.
Yeah, it's literally Lightbinder. But like, yeah, it just gets you so far, and then you like pop it. It summons like two guys. You use like Tristalos, like summon two guys, summon another guy, and then like, all right, like it's just too many guys, you know?
It's not bad. I messed around with the deck a little bit. It was like it felt weird when I compared to like because I'm like okay in my head I'm like what are the differences between Vanquish Soul K9 and Krishron K9? The Vanquish Soul deck is better versus Perulia for sure. Vanquish Soul, or sorry, the Krishron deck is better versus Perulia for sure. Um, Krishron deck is more consistent, which is cool because like the K9 cards bridge into Krishron. Which you don't really have that for Vanquish Soul. I mean, technically you do, but it's like super jank. And then Vanquish Soul just seems better going second though. Like, I was trying to figure out what non-engine to play in Krishron, and it's so weird for non-engine right now because you have to like keep in mind the Paradise Smasher, and it's just it's super scuffed. But I don't think you can win with just board breakers at least
Yeah.
Vanquish Soul against Vanquish Soul. So
Yeah, I thought drops would be a lot more insane in like every deck, and like I've just been cutting it from like everything because you just
Droplet.
like almost in every deck you just can't afford to send that many cards. I feel like.
I think Paradise Smash wasn't a thing. Droplet would be a little bit better, but I don't know. It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, that one too.
Because I feel like with Charmies,
What
like
other decks
I
are
want
there?
other non-engine with my Charmies, at least against Vanquish Soul. Against like Yummy, it might be a little different because like for against Yummy, like Fool plus a breaker like goes crazy against Yummy. But yeah. You said what other decks are there?
Yeah, I think we went over all of them, right? Well, like I guess like Ryzel, or like Ryzel like Monomat or whatever. Well, like okay, it's actually probably not even that bad, honestly,
Rise
but
of
like no one's
Monomat.
playing it.
I think that deck
Yeah.
seems really. I think the going first is a lot weaker, but I don't know. I was never a big fan of the
Yeah.
deck though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100. Also, like people, the deck is like a little bit weaker into like Charmies and stuff, and people are still playing Charmies. Well, some people were like, "Yeah, bro, Charmies are gonna not see play anymore," but like everyone's still playing Charmies. Like I'm playing them on my Dracotel list. Everybody's playing them in Dracotel. Everybody's playing them in Vanquish Soul. Okay, not everybody's playing them in Yummy, but you know, so Charmies are still good Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah, that
cards.
was pretty troll. A lot of people are saying that, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, bro, no charmies. It's like, sure, bro, whatever weird propaganda you want to push. I don't know.
Or like every time it trades 1 for 1 and then they end on like way less of a board. It's like, all right, sure. Like I guess they didn't have to give you like 20 draws, but like,
The other hand
you
traps
know,
just are not. They just aren't good enough. Like I don't know. Like I'm not feeling like effect Alien stuff. And they're not
yeah. The
like
only deck I'm
completely.
playing Valor in is Draco.
I'm not sure what I want to do for my Jerkaton non engine. I think as soon as given the deck, I like had Charmies definitely like Ash, Nib, 100%. Then like after there are like a couple of slots that just like could be something. Could be Ghost Dugger, DB Crow, Ghost Spell. Could be Super Poly, probably not Super Poly. Could be a bunch of different cards.
Yeah. I mean, I like the hand traps a lot, dude. I saw the craziest play where like it was like a Dracoto versus Yummy grind, and like Yummy's gonna kill him, like probably, or that's what I thought. And then the Dracoto player went like Altharian, and then like he just added back Nib from his grave, and I was like, oh my god. And then the guy just gets nibbed and loses. Like it was so sick. Like that play was actually sick.
Yeah, the Altarion being able to
Yeah.
add back, however you pronounce it, being able to add back like fusions or the hand traps is really cool. But that's just like fun to play. Like I was talking to some people earlier, and I
Yeah.
was like, how do you enjoy the format? And they're all like, we love this format so much. It's the best format in like years. I'm like, dang, shoot. How do you feel
Yeah, the
about
only
that?
thing I don't really love is the turn zero stuff. I don't really like it that much personally.
You don't like get hit by Holy Sue, Reveal Fire Dark?
Oh, that shit's like it's so bull. Like I don't know. Every time I get hit by it, I just like to like okay. It's like usually you can play through it if you're like starting like specifically obedience. No, it's so stupid, dude. I don't know, man. Like now you have to like clear these bodies and then like
It
they
does feel
already
crazy.
interrupted you and you like actually need to clear these bodies. There's so much pressure and then like oh, I don't know. It's like impossible. It feels like, especially when they hit you with like a chummy and then that. It's like it's just an auto loss before like your first turn is even completed. Like that. Like it's so toxic. I think.
Oh yeah, I like showed something else. My bad. Oops. Ignore what I just said. But yeah, Holy Sue. I mean, Holy Sue's like the best card in the format, 100% for sure. Holy Sue goes crazy.
I'm not. No, no. I think obedience is better. Honestly.
I don't know. I mean, okay, obedience can be like top. It can be like second place, in my opinion. Like Holy Sue is just like
Yeah, they're top tier.
Obedience is crazy. And Yummy, like there's so many times just activate obedience in like second, you just like auto win the game because like all the Yummy monsters just like do the same thing, but so like just removing one doesn't do anything. Obedience school is cracked. I'm not gonna lie, and admit
Yeah.
when like people first started talking about obedience school in the deck like months and months and months ago, I was like, are you trolling? Like this? Because like, Obedience School is one of those cards, but like people always be like, yeah, this card has a lot of potential, right? But then the card just never ends up like seeing play, or always ends up being like a
Yeah, I know
meme.
what you mean.
So I was like, oh, it's probably that. But this is like before I started playing the deck, and I started playing it, and I had people like I played against people playing Yummy, and they just drop Obedience School on me. I'm like, sure, and then I'm trying to interact with them. I'm like, wait, if I pop this and doesn't do anything, like I just can't do anything. So I quickly
Yeah. No, I
realized
think
that.
the card would be like balanced if it. Yeah, it would be like balanced if you could like only like it's like a heavy poly. Like that's like I don't know, but like when you use it going first, it's also like I don't know.
I mean, it's good going first and second. I think it's probably better. I think it's better going second. Going first is not bad though. I will say going first, it's better than I initially thought it was because I was like, oh, you get locked down into Nibiru and Fua, and the Fua is not great. But its first Nib, it's still fine because like, you don't even need to make Arclight like turn one. Like you can just summon it on the opponent's turn. It's like pretty chill. And then like when you hit by like
Yeah, one thing
Aurelia,
I've started doing is
oh, go ahead.
yeah. The one thing I've started doing is placing like a Crocky off of Snatchy if I start with obedience, which was someone did that. It's like someone did that to me, and then I actually had the nib, and I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Like, yeah, that's like the good counterplay.
I mean, I made it uploaded a video today. Check it out, people, if you haven't already. It was like yummy tips, and one of my tips, I was like, you don't need to place minion every time with Obedience School or with Yummy in general. Cause like people are like, oh yeah, your the deck is weak when you get your minion banished, and I'm like, just don't place a minion if you don't need to. 'Cause, like if you think about what minion is doing turn one, it's just summoning one monster. But depending on your hand, you might not even need to do that. So I think you can definitely hold all. You don't need to place minion every turn one, which I think
Yeah,
people are
definitely.
slowly starting to realize. But people are getting better with the deck, so it just came out, so fair enough.
Yeah, I think obedience school definitely gets in the future though. Like, it's just like I think it's too powerful, honestly.
not the next format, but like the one after that probably.
Like in a
Not the next
couple,
ban list.
in a
Yeah.
couple, yeah.
I think two ban lists. I just feel like Obedience School to one or something like that. And then I don't even know what they hit for Vanquish Soul. Probably like Holy Sue or something like that, or Zuna. Something. Yummy's weird. I don't even know. Snatchy to one? That'd be crazy. Or two even? I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
just dead. Dude, you go through three in like the turn one combo, like usually. Or like
Yeah.
it depends on the
Two.
combo, but like I
You
go through three like pretty frequently.
yeah, you at least go through like two, and yeah. That might be a cool way to hit the deck. I don't want to talk too much about banless stuff for now because I want to save that for like next week. So I'm gonna like run out of content, but like that might be a cool way to hit the deck. Like hit Snatchy in some way. I don't know. I haven't thought about it much. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, like some people are saying like ban Arclight, whatever, too far in the future, to
I
be
don't think
honest.
I'd be fine with Arclight ban because I think it's like a Savage Dragon Baron type of card. But I don't. I hope that wouldn't be like the only hit to the deck. Well, even actually, I'd be fine with that as the only hit to the deck for the first hit. Because like, it makes so many Arclight. The existence of Arclight makes so many cards like worse against the deck. I think, and if Arclight isn't a card, then I think so many cards get better against it. So I would be down for Arclight ban. I like that a lot. But
Yeah, no, like the more I think about Arclight, like even like Arclight limit could be pretty good because like Arclight is hella degenerate when you have like one on your first turn and then like you make the second on your opponents. It's like, dude, it's like I thought we were
um,
over this like phase of Yu-Gi-Oh where we're like hella negates. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I don't know how I feel about it though, because like personally, me and maybe my list is just bad. I'm on like one Arclight right now. I know a lot of other people are on one as well. Most people are on two. So I just want them. I just ban it. Just ban it. To be honest, straight up, no BS. Just ban it. Oh my god,
No, for sure.
bro! Before this, I was playing like rated, DD rated, in like a random account. I get game one. I'm playing Dracotel. Activate Rahu is my only play. My opponent changed Retaliating Sea. Game one. It was like the most.
Oh,
Bro, I was so tilted. Oh my god, I was so tilted. I'm like, why are you mania? He's like, oh my god. I,
no,
that
Rated's been
format.
rough, yeah.
That format's gonna be a bunch of stuff like that. Like if you play Yummy, you might just queue against some guy playing like Super Poly main deck, all these anti-Yummy cards. You might even queue against some guy maining Power Filter, and he just wins die roll and he activates Power Filter, and you're like, oh, you're the better player,
All
bro.
right, that one's a bit of a stretch. I did get hit with main deck inscription though, which was pretty rough. But he called like activate effects engrave turn one, and I went like normal summon a Yummy, and he was like, oh okay. I was like, nice man, like great.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, Rated's been rough though. I actually made a new account and I like lost my first four like recently, which is
I don't mean to
so
laugh. I
like
mean,
it was terrible,
it'd be
bro.
like,
Dude, okay, but like it was literally like I looked at the games, like I probably could have won like one game, but like it was like I like lost I like one roll into Draco Tail and I like summoned a Yummy, Altharian bounce turn zero. I just pass and then I lose. The next game it's like Obedience Gold into and then like he just changed my mana into Winda and then I just like lose that one too, of course, and I'm like, all right, nothing you can do. But then I just lost like the next three to like also like pretty like uncontrollable variants. Like lots of bricking was involved. Let's just say that.
breaking a Yummy.
Yeah, just like no play.
Oh, that's unlucky. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
O 04 on a new account is that was definitely pretty new for me. I
Yeah,
don't think I've ever done that one.
you just
But
gotta give
yeah.
it. At that point, just delete the account. Or not, you can't delete the account, but move to a different account. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I've kept playing on it. But like
Okay, okay.
yeah. Dude, I need them to reset the ladder, man. Like I really wanna my goal is actually hitting 2K like for the next season. But
You have to play a lot for that.
we do need to reset it. Yeah, no, 2K is crazy, dude. Like, all I know is every single person who hits 2K, the next event they played, it's always top, like, without like a doubt, almost. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
yeah, because when you're putting in the effort. But like two, so the next ban list isn't going to be updated until next month. So the ladder won't reset until next month. So yeah.
Yeah. What really sucks is I have no events until actually I have Anaheim. I do have Anaheim, um, which is pretty cool
Anaheim is
for
crazy.
post list.
I was
Yeah.
what am I trying to say? I was looking at Anaheim flights with Shuckle like an hour ago. My Anaheim flight was $200.
Oh, that like go both ways or?
Yes, round trip. Which for people who don't know, I live in Maryland, so Anaheim's in California, so like from coast to coast, which is crazy. And then I looked at flights for Virginia for the 200th or 300th. My flight was like $600. I'm like, what the heck?
Wait, what? Okay, that one doesn't even make any sense. But like, whatever.
That's what it said. I agree that it was crazy. I've never seen it that like that was
Wait,
crazy.
Virginia's like in Maryland. Wait,
No, it's next to
Maryland, Virginia.
it's
No,
next
that's
to
just like the
Maryland.
state over, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So like I was
Okay.
crazy.
Yo,
So
that's
I might
insane.
actually go to Anaheim, but I also want to save up for a trip to Japan though. So I don't know. I don't know.
All right. You want to talk about Vancouver maybe?
Sure. So YCS Vancouver is like a week or in 2 weeks. What deck do you think's gonna win Vancouver? Well, actually, before
Um,
that, actually
dude,
scratch that. What deck do you think is gonna be the most played into Vancouver?
it's definitely Yummy, dude. Like, I don't know if you've played IRL. Literally everyone's on Yummy. Like, it's
So
actually like my local might be like 70% Yummy, genuinely.
So I would have said Vanquish Soul K9 100% like before the format started, but I feel like as each day goes by, more and more people are just playing Yummy. Like before the format, Vanquish Soul K9 was 100% the most hyped deck, but now it's like everybody's on the Yummy train. So I don't know.
Yes. Well, it's like substantially cheaper, and like it like in theory it like beats VSK9. I don't know how like true that is.
Yeah.
I
I,
think it probably does beat
I think it's
VSK9,
like
but
55-45 or 60-40. I don't think it's like completely unwinnable, but I think the matchup is slightly Yummy favored. So I mean that's pretty chill. So
yeah.
I think not playing to Azuna is like a big thing. Not playing to Azuna Ripper, yada yada yada. If you're gonna play enough non-engine, the M board going first is pretty solid. The half board even. But yeah, so I agree. They'll probably Yummy and then Vanquish K9 next. Then probably like Malice third or something
Dude,
like that.
dude. I think Dracotail might actually be like ahead of VSK9. Like, I don't know,
Representation?
dude. Like, genuinely. Yeah, I actually think so.
I might be crazy. I don't know about that one. I don't know.
Oh, I think there's just like infinite like people who will just not shell out like the ridiculous amount that the VS cards cost.
I
Everyone
mean,
that plays VS on my locals just like bought it beforehand also. So they
I
bought
mean,
it before the insane
I get
spike.
it, but also like in events and stuff, people even if the deck's like expensive, people will still play it. But maybe for regionals, it makes a big deal because like obviously Dragotel is super cheap. But for YCSs, I don't know. That'd be crazy switch though if like Vanquish K9 was like
I mean,
that much play.
okay, like I think you're right that like the players who are super competitive will just bring the best deck, but like I don't even think like there a lot of them are gonna bring like VSK9. Like it's not even perceived to be like a guaranteed best deck. You know what I mean?
I
I think
do know what you
Dracotail.
mean.
I would say it's Yummy Dracotail VSK9, and then I don't know, like a bunch of like random garbage like Malice. Okay,
Yeah,
Malice is pretty good. Like Mitsu, yeah,
Malice is pretty good, and Malice has a decent Yummy matchup as well. So there's that.
yeah.
That'd be crazy though. So what deck do you think's
Um,
gonna win the YCS?
dude, I don't know. It's like I only have like cold takes here. Like I would just say like Yummy will probably win. Like I don't know.
Oh, only cold takes. That's crazy. No, I mean probably like Yummy or Vanquish. Well, if I had to put my money on it, I would say I think Vanquish. So I'm gonna say Vanquish. Well, I'm gonna be a little bit of a rowdy rooster.
I think Vanquish still gets to finals and then like bricks one of the games horribly and
It
just
could break.
loses. That'd be
It does have consistency issues.
yeah.
It can also just open holy suit, open cracks. You know. I think Yummy will definitely have more representation in Top Cut though for sure. I think I'll say that.
Yeah. Dude, not gonna lie, when I go a whole match against VSK9 and they don't brick any of the three games, I do tilt a little bit because I know how inconsistent the deck is from like playing it a little bit. And it's like, you really didn't brick any of the games, bro? Like, come on,
That's what
man.
people say about
Or,
Malice.
or at
Like
least when they open like VS and K9 like together. Like when they open like just like K9, it's like this it's like pretty bad against Yummy, right? It's like all right, whatever. But like when they open both, it's like definitely a bit of a tilter for me.
that's what people say about Malice. They're like, yeah, the deck's gonna break one out of like every 3 games, once a match or something like that. So, yeah,
Dude, I
I
swear
hate
that Malice does though, but they win a ton of those games they brick like randomly too. I don't know how.
because they
Like
play so much
it's
like
actually insane.
the non-engine like goes crazy, and they only need one engine card to like for the comeback, and like their non-engine is pseudo engine. But yeah, I hate playing bricky
Yeah, I
decks.
don't
So I'm
know.
not
All I
gonna lie.
remember is watching.
Go ahead.
Dude, I remember that one game where like, okay, this one's like a really specific reference, but do you remember watching that game where like Julian was playing like Malice and it's like he was against like Mitsu Rizel and like, or was it Mitsu Rizel and like he technically bricked, but like
Was from Jib's Iron Man
he
tournament?
made like a dark. Yeah, the Iron Man tournament and like okay, no offense to the people playing the Rizel deck, but like the sequencing was just awful and he got hit with like nib into like it was kind of like perfect non-engine, but only because the guy like misplayed it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
and then like he just got hit with like double Bestial, and then like made Dart, crashed it, added like Dormouse, and like dude, like the Veiler would have just ended his turn. Actually, I don't think that's true. Pretty sure he had another Bestial, but like no, that deck is like hella inconsistent. I swear, honestly.
Yeah, nah, it definitely is. I hate playing decks like that. It just feels so frustrating. Like I hated playing Mitsurugi Rival. Like that deck was just, it was so bricky. Like you played so many like, even though you played like a lot of like one card combos, you also played a lot of bricky or like dependent cards. So it was just, it didn't feel fun to play for me personally. I like playing the decks that play little bricks, and that's yummy. You know, you play like 1 to 2 bricks in your deck, and yeah, it just
Yeah,
feels pretty
no,
good.
I definitely agree, dude. Surprise being like a 3 of is like also like interesting to me, I
The
guess,
card
because
is,
like
oh, go ahead, sorry.
oh, like I'm just so used to like you just play the starters at 3, and everything else is like a 1 of or like maybe a 2 of, but like no, surprise is so broken. Like I don't know, dude.
It's just really good to draw. If you see a yummy name, it's really good to draw, and it's like crazy. Like I remember one game. This happened to me like pre-release. Like I was playing Vanquish, right? My yummy opponent goes like activate obedience school. I'm like on res, use
Oh
the trap.
yeah, surprise, yeah.
No, I on res I use the
Yeah, bro,
trap.
the game's
I
over.
use Snow Devil, and they changed surprise. I'm like, oh my god, I just lost the game immediately. That was crazy. That helped me learn that I don't think you're supposed to shotgun all your disruption against yummy. If you have your engine going, you just hold. You force them to like interact with
Yeah.
you because
No, those games are the best though, because they get so complicated. Like those games are definitely the best.
yeah, I think for that matchup, Vanquish can just hold a lot of their disruption. You don't need to shotgun it. As long as you get your engine going and you have enough follow up, you can just like hold. Like, if you shotgun everything and they have like ways to play afterwards, you're gonna be in a worse position. It requires more thinking, but yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be like a skill check of like how well you interact into like Yummy going like when Yummy goes second into your board. Like that's like a hard skill check, I think. Like it's super 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 difficult actually. I've like I don't know, I've been watching a lot of gameplay and playing a lot, and like it seems like a lot of games like different things seem to work. Like it just gets like very confusing, you know what I mean? Like but it's great. I really like it.
Yeah, I got you. Excuse me. Shoot. Beep, beep.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
what rogue decks are gonna do all of Vank? Dude, I'm gonna say it. I think Sky gets top 60.
I don't know,
It's gonna
man.
top, I think.
I think I thought
I'm a Sky lover.
I was fearing like going second to Sky Tracker variant with like a lot Regeki Darkle. I tested it. In theory, it didn't seem bad because like I think it was hard to play that like last format, but this format I feel like you can win consistently going second against Jumby like that, right? The issue I had was Vanquish Soul. I tested the matchup a couple times, like hard going second striker versus Vanquish Soul. You could break apart through all their disruptions super easily, but you can never like it's super duper hard to kill them. And if you don't kill them, you can never win like the grind game if they have their resources going. But they have like 7 cards in hand and just like, yo, what's up? So that matchup, I think the Vanquish Soul matchup is too hard. I think.
Nah, bro, they'll just break one of the games. It's like
Yeah,
fine.
bro.
But like
No matter how you build the deck, like hand traps, blind second, whatever, I think it's super duper hard.
yeah, one person. I think one person will get like a lucky bracket. Dude, I've also been seeing a lot of like I've been watching some tier lists and like people are placing Memento pretty high, and like I'm pretty sure the deck is just not good at all, like to be honest.
Why are you a Memento hater?
Like no, like I like Memento. Like I've been playing the deck like IRL. Like that's been like my main deck for a while, but like dude, it just sucks. Like I don't know.
You sound
Like
like a hater. I don't know.
dude, yeah, I've actually full comboed Yummy like so many games, and like I play like Memento Fiendsmith, so like my board is like well like SP Caesar, like both the stats, like yada yada, fusion, like you know the whole deal. It's like literally like more interrupts than like the cards in their hand, and like my board gets broken every time, and like I win the game after because like you know the deck has like really strong like turn 3 or whatever, but like the board literally gets cracked like every single game,
Yeah,
like no
I don't
troll.
know if your board
So
should be getting
disturbing.
cracked. That sounds crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds crazy. I don't know if it's being cracked.
Thrust into talents is involved a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Bro. I feel like it should be chill, but maybe not. Maybe the board breakers go hard. I can see the breakers going crazy though.
Like thrust into talents droplet, like obedience school is like used always. It's like whatever. Oh, also like I just got hit with like main evenly, and like nothing in my deck like prevents evenly either, so I lost like my entire board.
No Desiree, bro.
It's that one. Oh, I like okay. It was really funny though. Like I lost my entire board to evenly, and then ISP'd like my board, and I first action like made access code, forced out surprise, and then I made the access code again later in the turn, and then I like won the game off it, which was pretty hype. Yeah.
Access kill twice goes crazy. It does indeed.
Uh,
Uh, so we can talk about one more thing, then we can like end it. So, but new time rules, because I did want to talk about that. How do you feel about them? For people who don't know what the
dude, I
time
think
rules
they're pretty
are,
good.
what's like? So for people who don't know about the new time rules, basically, and I might explain this poorly, but so now it's like, what is it now? Like the rounds are 50 minutes each, and if the match hasn't ended yet, then it's a double loss, something like that. So
Yeah,
what do
I
you
think that's all of it, right?
so
Yeah.
what do you think about it?
I read it. I actually thought they were pretty good. I always like more time in Yu-Gi-Oh. I know it can probably suck for people who are like tournament organizers, but I think generally the games getting longer is probably good. And I also think the double loss is good because like that's just terrible. No one wants a double loss. And my assumption was just that like most people would have like the I don't know what like the honor I guess to be like, all right, man, you're like way ahead of me this game, and it's game three and time is called. You got it. Like that's just my assumption, right? Like because like no one wants the double loss. That's like the worst breaker you can get, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. But then people started bringing up like, oh, like you might get kamikaze by someone, which is crazy to me.
That'd be
Like I don't think
crazy.
that one was ever happening.
I
But
mean, like, the chance that is super, super small. I mean, it's just like somebody has like a bad day, a week, and they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna ruin some people's weekends. That would be wild. But
yeah,
I think
like I don't know.
every scenario is gonna have some bad, like some negatives. But I think overall it's probably like a net positive. The new time rules, especially compared to what we had before, was just pretty lackluster. I will say that it did need some change. So down for some change. We'll see what's up. Even though I don't play IRL much, I'm down
Yeah,
for
like
some change.
now instead of like benefiting off scumming, you still lose, right? So it's
Yeah.
like
It's like before, like
yeah.
winning, because of like you burned an opponent and you put them in like 1,500 or like 66,000 life points or 80 or like 7,500 life points. Even if you were in a losing position, it's just like just doesn't make sense. I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah. Actually, do you want to go over one other topic of like the just like time in general where
Sure.
like I just want to say it because like it's something I feel kind of strongly about, but like I generally think that like more time is better, but holy shit, watching the Jib Ironman tournament has been like so painful. Like for like watch trying to watch it live at least. Like oh my god, man. Like you agree, right? Like surely.
It's not good content to watch live. I'll say that. There's been a lot of slow play. For a lot of the matches, both teams were okay with it, but it's definitely not good spectator content. And I think at a certain point, like the games like shouldn't be too long, even if both teams are okay with it or both parties are okay with it. Because I think part of Yu-Gi-Oh is not only coming to like the correct decision or the correct play, but coming to the correct play in like an ample amount of time. Like if you take like 20, like let you take like an hour to play out like your turn one, right? And that's hyperbole, obviously. And you like let's say you played it right. Well, you took an hour to do it. Of course you're gonna play it right, you know. Whereas let's say you play out your turn in like 5 minutes. Again, like hyperbole, I'm doing extremes here, and you play it out correctly, or even like make one mistake. I think that's like more impressive than taking an hour to come to the same conclusion. Cause like it's just not Yu-Gi-Oh to take like to like spend like infinite time for your turn. So I get what you're saying.
No, like it's I think it's actually just insanity. I don't know. Like it's like I don't know, like I hate it too because like once one side like if one side like wants to take a while and like they're not going to shark the other side for taking too long and it just creates like a feedback loop where like both sides just take longer and longer and then like
Yeah,
I just no longer just want to watch it at all,
like
you know?
I've played in Ironmans, and like admittedly I've taken like a while. But normally it's like, okay, the opponent takes a while, and like we're like, okay, screw it. Like if they take a while, we're also gonna take a while, because like online, like there's no, you don't really get punished for like slow playing. I've been Ironmanning for like years, and I can't remember a time off the top of my head where a team has gotten a game loss because of slow play. Like warning, sure, but I don't think a team has ever gotten a game loss. Maybe it's happened, but if it has, I don't remember it. It's like you just don't get punished for it. So like if one team does
Yeah.
it, you'll be like, okay, screw it, we're also gonna do it. Because like if they're like taking infinite time to like play, why would we also not? Why would we put ourselves at a disadvantage and try to like play super quickly? You know. So it is a little
Yeah.
bit.
No, it almost seems like
Go ahead.
it almost seems like there's like an unspoken thing where it's like it's okay to take a long time because this is like the peak competitiveness of the game and like there's no time rules and like every play is perfect. But like I super think that like you know what I mean when I say that, right? Where it's like this is perfect gameplay or whatever. But like if it takes so long, like I don't think it's Like I'm not impressed. Like yeah, if you map out literally every scenario 20 steps ahead, like yes, you'll come to the correct conclusion. But like I don't know.
Now, I don't want to play against perfect gameplay. I want to play against a actual Yu-Gi-Oh opponent, not an AI bot. So yeah. If you
Yeah,
if like everybody's playing 100% perfectly, it's not about skill at that point. It's just about like who's drawing better.
it actually does come down to like who drew better. Yeah.
And obviously that happens in games regardless. But like when people are like have to like actually make their plays in an ample amount of time, a reasonable amount of time, it turns into like, oh, there's more skill involved. Because like I said before, part of the skill of Yu-Gi-Oh is coming to the correct decision and or good decision rather in a decent amount of time. So yeah.
No, it's definitely something I value a lot. One thing I value it a lot for myself personally because it's like the thing where like if you can't play at a reasonable pace, like you also can't tell your opponent to speed up. That's why I've always just tried to be fast. And I'm not gonna lie, like if you play against me at an event, like I'm probably gonna tell you to go faster at some point. Like or okay, not like every match, but like people get pretty egregious, and it's like hurry up, and then like after a third time, like you might have to like call a judge on them. But it's just something I value a lot. So when I see it happen, it's just like I don't know, it's like ultra painful for me. You know what I mean? Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah, I get what you mean. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the next Iron Man I
So
play,
like I was
it'll
in the
probably be
call with
slower. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
oh sorry, I was in the call with like Shmata after. Like he lost like a match, right? And he lost like the longest one where it was like the whole like Iron Man was like 3 matches and it took like well like 2 hour 40 or some shit. And he was just like yeah, like it would have been fine if like it was like not that long, but like because it was so long, like it just literally ruined my whole day. And I was like, well, that's on you, man. Like,
No, it does really be like that though. I'm not gonna lie. At least with Iron Man's, like
yeah.
if it happens, takes a while. It's like oh, it ruins my day. Cause like right now, Iron Man's are mainly just 2v2 online. Well, before they used to be like 3v3s, but the issue with 3v3s is that even though I think they're more skillful, they take so much longer. So like, and when you lose an Iron Man that you spent like you were in 4 hours in a VC for and you lost, you just feel so bad. It's like ugh. You're just in a bad
Yeah.
mood.
Also for the 2v2 like dude, for the 2v2 thing, like, okay, I'll to call it anyone, right? But like I think we all know that like a bunch of these teams, like it's not 2v2. I think something should probably be done about that, honestly, as well.
I mean, it's so hard to do something about that, like having people in VC, and it's like whatever.
Well like bro, the teams just VC with each other.
All I gotta
Like,
say is
you know what I mean?
the winning team from the past like 3 Ironmans, there's been only
Well, you won one of them, right? Or did you chop it at the end?
I won 2 of them and I split the finals in the third.
Oh shit. What the? Your record's hella broken. I remember watching your like the Chimera gameplay. That's how I learned Chimera, by the way. I just watched the replays. It was actually like yeah, that shit was pretty
Insane.
fire, I won't lie.
Yeah. Anywho, I think that's about it for today because I have to go do something. But
For
yeah,
sure.
I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. There will likely be more, and yeah, take care.